60% of women experience leaks with bladder protection pads. Try Always Discreet. It has a unique rapid dry core that converts liquid to gel for secure protection with less bulk than poise. Try Always Discreet. It's designed to protect.
Hi guys, hi. Good morning. It's breakfast. Welcome back to another episode. Guys, let's get into this, okay? Because I'm late with this one. This is about the deportation of Haitians and it's just not Haitians, guys, but we're just going to concentrate on the Haitians this morning. Okay? Now, I know you guys probably think this is over, but no, 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 no. It's far from it. And I just want to bring awareness to it that if anyone that is Haitian, that is in America, and you have not gotten your documentations completed or up to par, let me fix this, guys, up to status as to what it should be, then I would advise you to get it done because ICE is really not playing. I don't know what's causing this, what's bringing it on, but I know one person has been over here 20 years and they didn't get their paperwork finished. Like, you can't do that. It's just that you don't want to get in trouble to be sent back to a country that's in shambles. I don't know what you guys are going back over there for because there's nothing there. But I'm not going to get into the political part, but the French government has a lot to do with it. It's not America. So let's just begin, okay? Because I have plenty of Haitian friends. One of my friends I'm very close to is Haitian. I grew up in Miami, guys. This is not new to us. We've seen them get pulled out of school way back when, even back then, okay? So my heart goes out to them. But let's get started so we can see what's going on.
Because if someone rejects you, okay, fine, let me go back home. But I cannot go back home. You know, that's what hurts. Because
it was temporary. You had temporary protective status. Temporary, as in not permanent, meaning for a period of time.
This lady got deported back to Haiti after living in the United States for 42 years. And this is what her living conditions look like.
This process is not that good. It's expensive. I'd rather go to my mom's country.
They like to live a terrible life when they go back in the country. They go back to the country, terrible life. And they have to start over again. Like
Haitians, yes, the Haitians, they are suffering the consequences of the deportation. Yes, the Haitians had been in the radar of Black Americans because they've been talking bad about Black Americans.
Good morning, guys, in the chat. Good morning.
So from Black Americans, I don't know what they are doing. I don't even understand. But yes, it has happened, and the infamous videos. Of course, I don't want to put those videos in here, but they are getting deported and they are going back to Haiti, and I have used some of the experience that they are living through. So stay towards the end because I'm going to give you my opinion towards the end about the situation of the Haitians getting deported.
Well, I'm going to give you my opinion now. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I respect them. I grew up with them all my life, being a Miamian, born and raised. But you guys come over here and you guys pop off at the mouth like you're not appreciative of what we've done to allow you guys to come over here to have a better life. This is the problem. It's the disrespect. You cannot come on American soil and disrespect it. I don't care who you are, what nationality you are. That cannot happen. And you're bringing a disrespect towards the wrong people. This is the problem. So pay attention. Let's continue.
And losing their TPS.
Please subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Help us to support independent media. Subscribing to my channel. Thank you for your love. Thank you for the super thanks. Thank you for giving a like to.
Okay, let's get past her.
To fix the Haitian government, then the nationals of that government go back to Manchain. So look, they're going to go home.
Yeah. See, look at this. Wait, guys. Hold on. Haitians have had temporary protective status for decades. Haitians' time to go has arrived, thanks to the Supreme Court, who has ruled that they are deportable. Some people just don't want to assimilate. If you want to be an American, then that's different. Yeah, this is true. I can get with that because, as I just said, some of them are just kind of rude. Not all of them, but I'm hearing a lot. I don't get the backlash from them. Okay, I grew up with them. Okay, so it's just I am, but I'm hearing a lot of other things from other people. So let's just continue.
So now they got to go home.
Well, they got to go home, and I mean, there's still millions of people that live in Haiti. I mean, you know, if it's not safe to live, how do people live there? This is part of the deal, and this is their country. And again, this has not been a safe, secure place. It's had gangs, it's had violence for decades now.
And you're right. They need help over there. They have no government. Gangs are running their island, so they really need help over there. Let's continue.
I don't understand. And why do you think that Mike DeWine and John Kasich are making so much noise? It seems to me like there's some level of lobbying happening where I think there's a lot of people that are making money off of having this cheap labor in this country. And I think they're shooting right over to people like Kasich and DeWine and saying, we don't want to lose all our home care workers. You got to keep these people here. Is that your estimation?
Factory.
Well, look, you said exactly. It's about cheap labor, right? Look, thank God DeWine's not making this decision. These people who TPS has ended will be going home. And look, there's a legal way for healthcare workers to come to this country. It happens every day. We bring nurses and doctors from other countries, healthcare providers. There's a legal way to come into this country and do that work.
Go back to Haiti now is dangerous. They have people in power in Haiti. They can control the country. They can't control it, and the rebel is it's a setup.
CNN spoke to residents of Brooklyn's Little Haiti, where a Supreme Court ruling which allows the Trump administration to end temporary protected status for Syrian and Haitian immigrants is hitting home. The White House is...
I did not know New York had a Little Haiti, guys. Honestly, Miami does. They have a section called Little Haiti. Little Cabana, Cuban. It's certain areas. I didn't know New York had that. Let's continue.
Is calling the Supreme Court's latest immigration ruling a, quote, tremendous win.
I don't think it's a good time for the Haitian to go back home.
As many as 350,000 Haitian immigrants could lose their work authorizations and ability to remain in the U.S. unless they become eligible for some other form of protection.
I don't do anything wrong over here. Just walking.
They're good people. They have the temporary to come to work, and now they're trying to end that and kick them back to the country.
The ruling has some Haitian immigrants and local residents worried about what's next for them and their families.
I trying to help my kids and my family.
Meanwhile, New Yorkers say the ruling could tear apart the Little Haiti community.
Good morning, Magara. Good morning.
Most definitely.
No matter what, we're not going to give up. We have to continue to fight for the Haitian.
At 5 years old was the last time I was in Haiti.
Now, this to me, guys, is devastating. She's been in America for 20 years. They deported her back to these living quarters and status. It has to be hard, but I don't know, guys. I just don't know. But let's continue.
I have lived in U.S. all my life. I was forced to be living back in Haiti due to deportation. My life here is not stable, is uncivilized. I'm seeking the community's support and help to relocate to a better place where I can find work, housing, and the basics of life.
Look how they're still living, guys. Check it out.
This is the kitchen right here, where people cook.
This is
You
their
probably can't
kitchen.
see it good.
Would you like to have that for
This
your
the
kitchen?
girl. And girl, let me show you the bathroom.
Okay, bathroom is out somewhere separate. Okay, bathroom.
This way you take a shower.
Wow.
And let me show you where you use the bathroom at.
It's a rock with a little hole in it. I don't know all about it. Yep.
Okay. Now, this where this young lady and her son, she pregnant. She let me stay until I
Check
could
this
get out of
room
here,
out
get
that
on
they're
my
living
feet.
in.
Look, girl, look, this her son. We all sleep on one bed.
Wow, I could not do that.
Life is hard up here, girl. This shit is crazy.
Idris Michelin moved to
Disclaimer,
South Florida when
educational
he was just
purposes
3
only.
years old. Now, at 32, he's back in Haiti with his American wife. He says he committed a crime, and now he's living the consequences.
I still don't feel like I'm home. I still feel like I'm just roaming. I feel uneasy.
For the past few weeks, Idris Michelin and his wife Emil have
He
been
looks
walking the
scary,
streets
but
of
they're
Haiti,
not scary,
trying to mentally
guys.
accept
They can
that
be, but
this
they're not.
is now home.
I lived in the country 30 years. I never got in trouble, but I made a mistake. My morals became corrupted.
Idris was deported after serving 25 months in federal prison and 9 months in ICE custody.
Well, we all make mistakes, but this is a thing. See, this is a thing that you guys are not seeing. This is why I wanted, let's key in on this. He says he made a mistake, as we all do. He went into federal prison by him being non-American. This is what gets them in trouble. You guys don't hear about this part. They're just not sending them back home just to let's pick one and send them back to their country. No, it's not that. They have criminal things behind them, guys, that you guys know nothing about unless you do your research. So some people bring it upon themselves when they get deported back over. Let's just be real about it. I'm fair, I'm non-biased. So I'm just saying. So once he got out, ICE held him, reviewed him, even though he'd been in the States for 30 years, and they sent him back to Haiti. So don't forget that part now. They're just not handpicking them, sending them back over. A lot of times it's because they get into trouble and they pull up their background and they can see that they don't have this paper, this document, so on and so on. Let's continue.
He was convicted of getting an illegal PPP loan back in the summer of 2020. He was living in the United States as a permanent resident, graduated from Southridge High School, and went on to Miami-Dade College. He was a licensed
That's the
realtor and
college
insurance broker.
I went to
After
first,
serving his
Miami-Dade.
sentence earlier this month, Michelin was deported to Haiti on a flight with 120 people.
Your ankles are getting cut up. Your hands are shackled together. You know, they're telling you, hey, if there's a plane crash, you're going to grab this from here and you're going to put this on your face. How?
He says once in Cap Haitian, they were given $100 and released to family. His wife was waiting.
There's people that left only 2-3 years ago that are afraid to come here, and she's here.
The temporary protective status, or TPS, for more than 330,000 Haitians will end on February 3rd of next year. Without any other immigration protection, some may find themselves, like Idris, back in Haiti.
It's very limited here.
Sorry, guys, I had to get my coffee.
To my country where my flag is, the people are wonderful. The people work hard. But they're trying to overcome obstacles, and I'm here trying to overcome obstacles as well.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I kind of feel bad for her, but I know what y'all thinking. Like, okay, well, she didn't do what she needed to do to get her citizenship, blah, blah, blah. But if she's been living here since she was 5 years old, she probably had no idea that she was supposed to do anything as far as becoming an actual.
Oh, that's fair. That's a fair analysis. Let's continue.
Citizen. I mean, that's a hell of a wake-up call, but I feel like this should also be a wake-up call to anybody who's actually from Haiti or anywhere in the Caribbean or anywhere around the world that looks similar to that, or where there's a good portion of their society that has to live that way. I feel like this should be a wake-up call for them, because this should show you like your people and your country of origin really needs help. It really needs some type of stability. Like she said, it's completely lawless out there. Like she said, she got raped her first week back. She said that there's like no government. People just run rampant. It's like
there is no government. There is no civilization. There's no food. There's no housing. You know, if you know, back in 1990 something, when they had that hurricane, all these people messed up all the money that was given to them. They got none of it. Let's continue, and I'm not even going to go there. If you know, you know.
Hard to find food, like there's no jobs. Like this should be a wake-up call for people who are actually from Haiti, like, or any country that looks like that, because y'all flee, y'all come, y'all go here, there, and everywhere, but then you leave behind your country of origin. And I understand, like, and it's like it's funny to me because it's not funny, but it's like it's interesting to me because one of the jabs that they throw at Black America is, well, at least I have a home to go back to.
You see, guys, that smart mouth doesn't get you anywhere. We didn't do anything to you as melanoid people here in America. None of us did, but you guys blame us for it.
But most of the people who say that home looks just like what she showed us. So, I mean, that's not even a home that you even want to go back to. And I'm not saying that to be a bitch, but what I am saying is that it's going to take a lot of like strategic planning in order to get that country back on its feet or to get it to be basically habitable at all.
Right.
They need to flatten out that whole, everything there needs to just be flattened out and they need to start from scratch. I don't even know if they're even going to be able to rebuild Haiti without some sort of foreign intervention or some sort of foreign...
It's going to have to be a foreign intervention because they don't have the money to do so. They don't have jobs. They don't have food. They don't have housing. They don't have material to build housing. They don't even have clean water.
Alliance like that. Y'all, at this point, Haitians are going to have to form an alliance with another nation in order to fix that. They don't have the manpower to fix that. Otherwise, it's basically going to turn into a no man's land. Because everybody's trying to leave. And Haiti has the potential to be a beautiful place, but if everybody leaves and nobody comes back to try to fix anything, it's just dead land. Honestly, I really do feel bad for her. Like, I feel bad for anybody who has to go back to that situation, because I can't even imagine it.
And let me say this, guys, they are allowed over into Canada. But there's a risk for that too. And if you want to know, do your research because I already know. I can't tell you guys everything because you won't learn anything. Let's continue.
Imagine that. But this should be a wake-up call, like, your country needs help. And somebody that's from there needs to be the start of getting it to where it needs to be.
Donald Trump stated, we don't want them. Not one. Those were his 2018 statements when he...
Okay, she wants to go back to 2018. Let's skip that part. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. It was way before he became president that these things happened. Stop it. Let's continue.
Deportation, the news of TPS ending and the hundreds of thousands of people returning back here spread very quickly. It seems to be the only thing people have been talking about. You are looking at the market area of downtown Haitian from...
Look at that nonsense, bro.
Streets are packed with people trying to shop and go about their day. Already moving through traffic was very difficult. The roads at times heavily congested. The people who live here say they've seen the population sharply increase because...
He's always on my commentaries that I choose. I guess we have the same minds, except for mine is much more humble than his. I don't really care for him. Let's continue.
The people escaping gang violence in Port-au-Prince. Now, the thought of even more people coming here has one Haitian man very worried.
We gotta deal with that gang situation and, humanitarian situation. All those people need food and stuff like that. We don't have that. We don't have health care, all that. When are we gonna receive all those people?
So they don't even want their own people over there, and they expect that for us to want their people over here. They don't even want them in another city that's over there.
You're not gonna be rude.
I never met my biological mother, y'all. So at the age of 36, I was finally meeting the person who had me for the first time. And this was through her bearing a sign with my name. And that's how I knew. And it was difficult too because when you deported into this country, they take you through so many changes. So I ended up being one of the last ones picked up. I had broke down, y'all. I was emotionally disconnected anyways on the plane. I knew exactly when we hit Haiti territories because the smell was different. It just felt different. And it could have been me consciously knowing that I was not wanting to come face to face with my fears, okay? So once I get there, I'm waiting all day, y'all. I called home to my sister in the States, and I'm breaking down, literally letting her know, look, nobody's here to pick me up. Y'all, I just really blacked out emotionally.
See, her deal was she's just gotten out of federal prison again. You see, this is like I want you guys to really get this. She got into some trouble. We all make mistakes. But after she got out, they sent her to ICE. They held her and then they shipped her on a plane to Haiti. I can tell you this, 2 planes a day, 2 full planes a day are dropping Haitians off to Haiti. In case you guys didn't know this, because I know you're wrapped up in all this other stuff, you don't know this. But this is what's happening. 2 planes a day are dropping off deportation Haitians from all over. Let's continue.
Mentally, in every way. I just couldn't understand that. And most of all, that day, if going to prison, when I went to prison, I thought I was mad with God, but no. I felt so abandoned by God that day. I felt so alone. I felt like I was in a country full of people, yet I had nobody. I was there by myself. So when I call home, they're calling back to Haiti, asking for somebody to pick me up. They wouldn't release me unless someone signed for me. Now everybody's gone. Even the officers there are concerned about me because they can see that I don't know nothing and I'm not familiar with the country. Make a long story short, I finally run into...
One thing about it, they have some pretty skin. Their skin is always so smooth, guys. I don't know. This breaks my heart, but I try to help as many people as I can, even outside of this, guys. You guys don't know what I do behind the scene to help people. I do a lot. I mean, a lot. I don't ask for anything back. So sometimes it can get the best of you. This is why I'm always telling you about your mental, your balance, your focus, because I have to, because I care so much about people until I do side things behind this YouTube, or I don't do it for the eyes to see. I do it to help people like her, because I know what I'm doing. I'm educated in this background right here, what we're speaking of. Remember, this is what I always tell you. I have a bachelor's in criminal justice. Work for immigration, okay? Let's continue.
My biological mother. And y'all, the ride home, it was like everyone was pretty happy to see me because I found out I had 2 brothers and sister, and I was not happy. I was like sleep emotionally, mentally. I was so disconnected, I really fell into a whole depression stage where I didn't even understand myself.
At first, I was isolated in the house for 2 days. I couldn't come out. It was stressful for me to deal with the locals. The locals would point fingers at me. They were laughing at me. They were mocking me.
Wow.
And some of them were just shaking their heads. But yesterday, I got so hungry, I had to step out.
They actually do that, guys. Make fun of American Haitians when they come back home because they smell like American. It's just the different terminologies. I'm not going to get into all that. But when they come over to America, what Miamians call them are just comers or just come. And it's not right. Everybody needs to stop doing that. Stop being cruel to people. How would you like it if somebody was cruel to you? Let's continue.
Outside. And when I stepped outside with my head held high. I give them direct eye contact. Because God didn't put a spirit of fear in me. I will prevail. I will be prosperous. My purpose here was to go through trials, struggles, and tribulations, just so I can be the voice of the people. And no matter what I suffer through, no matter what I go through, I will be the strength of my people. Now,
okay, let's move along.
Indigenous foundational ethnic Americans, what we're saying to them. And I just want to be clear. We're just not helping you anymore, and we're having an I told you so moment. That's what's going on. We're having an I told you so moment.
See, she think this is funny, but it's okay because she has to answer for that. Nothing's funny about this. Let's continue.
Because you guys said such nasty things about us. You guys were like,
yes, they
oh,
do,
if you
but
just
that
work
doesn't
hard,
count.
it's fine. You know, those people never did anything to us. It's because you're lazy and this and all this other stuff. Y'all were saying such nasty things to us about this country, which is our country, which we've been here for centuries. And in fact, our ancestors and the fights that we've had and what we've done opened the doors for your people to come here in droves, even though once we fought for that or once we accepted that, your people came here, and this is something that you can look up historically, and were trafficking rugs from Central and South America up through Haiti into our country. And actually, you and the Caribbean and Central and South America, immigration actually is the reason for the crack epidemic in America amongst our community, because you look like us and because we fought for you and because we were so naive and we didn't understand third world versus first world mindsets and things like that, you know. And we still, even after you decimated our communities by working with our governments to pump these things into our communities, we still did not come against you, because we thought in our minds it's not all of y'all, and we wanted to give you guys a better opportunity than what you had at home. But instead of you appreciating that, instead of you respecting that, instead of you understanding that you decimated our community during the crack epidemic, by putting, and you can, I had a video on this whole thing.
Hi, Ed1C, J2O, hi.
If you can lie all
Please
you want in the
subscribe,
comments, I'm
guys.
just gonna embarrass you and put news stories and everything and news articles about it that literally say Haitian rug lord or whatever.
Well, it's just not. Come on now. Let's not play this game early this morning, young lady. It is just not the Haitians that did that. Come on. You have Colombia. You have the Bahamas. You have Jamaicans. Stop it. It is just not the Haitians. This is the thing. When you speak, you got to speak in detail and put everybody in the category that fits in the category, not just one sector. Let's continue.
And all the trafficking and stuff that you guys did in our communities, we still didn't turn on you. However, once we started learning what you guys said about us, it was disgusting, and that you sided with the oppressor over us and started talking to us like you were the oppressor, the things you were saying about us, it was over.
Well, what does oppressors do? They oppress other people. It's not right, but they don't know any better. Okay? They really don't. So stop being sensitive to the small things that you could look over, or you could just explain to them the truth. Okay? That's what you can start doing, instead of just shining on them or calling them out just because they're calling us out. They don't know any better. Respectfully. Let's continue. Please subscribe, guys. My name is All in Echoline, dear.
Then. And
I'm doing fine. I get emotional about things like this because we all should just be united and get along. There's so much room in America and abroad for anybody. Americans just can't go over to other countries and just live without their visa, citizenship, and all that. But it's fine that you guys can come here, but it's okay. But it should be like that across the board, and we won't be having all these problems. We have so much land that we could allocate out to the people that need it. What's the problem? It's that thing called life. It doesn't work that way. It wasn't designed to be that way. And it's sad. Let's continue.
Going to be even more further over. We're not helping you. We're not supporting you, and we're going to crash out and say, "I told you so." Every time you get kicked in the A.
No, we are not. You probably are going to crash out and do that. We're not. I don't do things like that. Speak for yourself. I hate it when people say "we," and they haven't even took a poll.
You know, I'm not going to say double cash signs by these people. We are simply going to laugh at.
Thank you, CJ. Support me by subscribing and tuning in every time that I do lives. I don't accept cash apps or anything like that. I'm not in it for that. I'm a giver, but I just want you to subscribe to my page so that you can be awareness, maybe to some family friends of yours. Just spread the word on the things that I teach. That will help me. Because I have the background for it, guys. State and federal, okay? I'll say less. Let's continue.
Haitians, you will be just fine. I know y'all nervous about going back to your homeland. I know some of y'all are sad, depressed, anxious, confused, don't know what to do right now. But remember this though, Haitians. Remember 1804. Remember that one hit that y'all had in 1804.
I remember
y'all
that.
Y'all can make another hit. See, I used to say y'all was one-hit wonders. But I don't believe that no more. I believe a lot of you Haitians that was here in America, I think y'all picked up a lot of game. And I think the game that y'all picked up in America, y'all gonna translate it to Haiti. Reason why I say that.
Well, whoa. Let's speak. Whoa. We do not want them to transfer what they picked up in America, because in Miami and Little Haiti, they have gangs over there, and they are dreadful. Do you hear me? Some people are really afraid to go over to Little Haiti at night. I'm gonna tell you guys a story, true story. Okay, it was me, my sister, my mom, two aunties, and a cousin in a 300 series Lexus. All of us fit in. Guess what? We were looking for one of my cousins that was on drugs, right? This is Miami. I'm not going to call his name, so it's okay. But anyway, so guess who had to get out of the car in Little Haiti at 1 o'clock in the morning in a Lexus? Me, because I'm not afraid of things like this. I'm coming. We had to go to a boarding room. They have boarding rooms like that, if you guys know what they are. So I had to go over. I had to walk this long drive walkway, guys, and the hedges were like taller than me, right? I'm talking about, it was long and it was dark. Only thing I had in my hand was a pen, guys. Do I have a pen over here? No. I had a pen, because the least I can do is take the pen and jab them in their artery in their neck. I have special training. True story. So, and I had on tennis shoes. I was always a American Eagle chick. Tennis shoes, jeans, shirt. I may show my navel, but that's about it, because I have a tattoo on my back. But anyways, I had to get out the car and I was ready, but I went and knocked on the door, knock. And they called my cousin Bald Head because he had a bald head. I'm like, I'm looking for Bald Head. The lady opened the door, halfway scared me, okay? Because she didn't have any hair. No disrespect, I'm just saying. And she is like, and she was Jamaican, or no, she was Haiti. She said, he's not here. I said, well, I'm his sister. I'm looking for him. And she was like, he's my cousin, but I call him a brother. So she let me leave a name, or whatever. The next day he came over to his mom's house. But it's things like that. You have to do what you have to do. But no, you don't want them to take back to Haiti. See what he has in his hand? What they learned in America. Because in America, in Miami, Little Haiti, this is what they do here. Right here. So you don't want that, respectfully. But I'm going to end it here, guys, because I have another live to do. And I need to stay on schedule because I have a lot to do on this Monday morning. And I ask that you guys have a beautiful week. It's just the beginning of the week. So keep your focus, keep your balance, stay hydrated, and eat healthy. And please do subscribe. Thank you for joining.